Hi guys, I am so excited. I'm at the Tampa airport today with Chris and we are actually going to England for 10 days. It's going to be my first time going to England, and I don't know why it's my first time because I've always been super obsessed with all things British. I love the style, I love many of the designers, so many British authors. Jane Austen, the Bronte sisters, Thomas Hardy, C.S. Lewis. I love the accent.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
And I just can't wait to get there and see everything for myself. And I'm excited to go and to take you all with me. Just checked in, just got here from the airport. And very tired after a long flight, but we are getting ourselves together and going for a nice long exploration.
And, yes, it's gonna be a great walk.
Here's the classic telephone booth.
We're gonna walk through the city of Westminster.
Guess what, guys? We're at Buckingham Palace. So beautiful. I wish we had this in Pinellas County, like something like Buckingham Palace, but we could really call it Pinellas Palace. Wow. All this gold leaf everywhere.
I think at one time this was the capital of the world. Pretty amazing to be here.
The royal crest is stunning. I would love to dig in a little deeper and learn more about what each element means. And how it traces back to the heritage of the royal family. That was quite a bit of walking, so we decided to swing into the Chesterfield Mayfair Hotel.
We're trying to find the Mayfair rooftop bar. It's the only rooftop in Mayfair, but we have no idea where it is.
He said you're going to the 5th floor. There's no bar.
It's on the 5th floor, but there's no entry.
So we just found out that Londoners love protest. There's pretty much a protest happening every day. And here's our first experience. They are protesting for housing. Another interesting fact about London is that the Londoners get fined a lot. I'm going to go into more detail a little bit later in the video, but there's one specific fine that really came as a surprise to me. I mean, for an American, it would be surprising. This colossal white building you see in front of us is Selfridges, the extravagant department store that was founded by Henry Gordon Selfridge in 1909. Selfridge was actually an American, and there is an entire series called Mr. Selfridge on Prime. After watching it, I could not wait to shop at his store.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are in at the beginning of something amazing. The very best that London has to offer. We are going to show the world how to make shopping thrilling.
Wow, the shopping here is definitely thrilling. Everything inside of the department store shines and sparkles, and you will find every luxury brand you have ever heard of. The food courts on top of everything have hundreds of varieties of all sorts of foods, not to mention the caviar house, which is just caviar and champagne. You can find so many delightful options. We ended up going with a glass of champagne and what they call here a bump of caviar. For dinner, we ended up at this quintessential French bistro called Josephine's and just had the most amazing time. The ambiance was perfectly charming. The food was scrumptious. Everything about it just reminded me of Le Diplomat in Washington, D.C. So every time we go to Washington, we always end up at Le Diplomat most of our nights because it's just the perfect place. And I feel like this is going to be our spot when we're in London.
Oh, I think it's that bread over there.
Yeah, it's that one. Day 2. I'm so excited. Chris is over here sitting here planning out our day.
That's right.
So this is the itinerary.
We are going to begin at our Marriott Hotel, which is on this side of the Hyde Park. We're going to get some public transportation. We're going to go down to Westminster Abbey, and then we're going to check out Big Ben and Parliament. Then we're going to walk up here to the Millennial Bridge, and go across. We're going to walk the south side of the river. We're going to go back up north, and then we're going to go check out all these cool things up here, which I'm not even sure what they are yet, but we're going to find them. And we're going to go to Trafalgar Square today. That's also on the books.
About to go explore, but first, coffee.
Hard flat to reader. Where's the reader? Cool.
This is how simple it is to use public transportation. You just swipe your card. And also, if you are planning to travel to London, don't bother with currency exchange. It's a cashless city. We are at Westminster Abbey. This place is so rich with history. It was originally built in the 10th century and is still being used today. It's used as a place to get married, a place to get buried, and many other uses. But Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, got married here in 2011. This is also where they do the coronation. So Prince Charles was coronated to be king as well recently. A lot of famous people were buried here. Chaucer, Charles Dickens.
This is a Parliament, and we're standing in the middle of Parliament Square.
The people here in London have not seen the sun in 60 days. And everybody is out. It's so busy everywhere. They're really enjoying the parks and the green spaces and like having picnics and just walking around, which is crazy because we literally have this weather every day, but they sometimes go for months without seeing the sun. I'm sure there's a lot of like seasonal depression going on here.
Maybe we should get line by some.
In preparation of this trip, Chris and I watched Rick Steves' London, and that was Chris's big takeaway. British pubs. He's been talking about them ever since. So here we are. At the Albert. I think I'm going to try this pea mint soup. I got the pea mint soup. There's a little salad, some British chips, and the Scotch egg.
We are right here on the other side of Big Ben. We're going to go up to this next bridge, cut across, and then walk over to Trafalgar Square.
Awesome.
That's my big plan.
We are on the classic British double-decker bus heading back to our hotel to change for dinner. And I think we're going to go back to Josephine's again. It was so good last night. Cars, it looks like he's just going to run over the car. This really is. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, it's like a wall. Like in Rome when people lived in the wall. Oh, this is the shopping area. Oh, we never made it here. Oh my gosh, she's gonna like walk into. It looks like a drone shot, maybe. Doesn't it?
En dit was ook niet eens de helft van gisteren, hè?
They're so bumpy though.
Ik wil ook letterlijk meedoen aan het perfecte plaatje.
So this is Regent Street.
Dat
This is
kost
called Regent Street.
En hier moesten zijn. Maar je zijn
I
met
made it here.
Wanneer is het gaanlijst? Half juni.
Wow.
Baker Street.
Hobbs, London. I want to go to that store.
Ja, dat is altijd wel.
Nee, je hebt geen rokkers man. Nee, geen lange.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's a run club. We're running for beers.
Kijk, good. Good business.
Serieus?
There's the beer. Oh, we're very fast.
Good morning. This is day 3 of London. I'm so excited to go out and enjoy the sunshine. The weather here is actually honestly a little bit misleading. When I was preparing to come on this trip, I do follow some British bloggers, and they were all pulling out their like spring outfits and spring dresses. And I brought a couple sweaters, but honestly, that's all I've been wearing because it's actually really cold. I'm actually planning on going shopping and getting some more like wintry clothes because this right here is like, it's sunny, but it does feel like the dead of winter in Florida. It is like in the 50s and pretty chilly. But anyways, it's still really beautiful, and we have this gorgeous park here. It's called Hyde Park, right by our hotel. So I'm taking a walk through Hyde Park. Chris is out doing his visit St. Pete Clearwater stuff today, and I'm just kind of on my own. I really want to walk to Notting Hill, which is like an hour walk, so I think I'm going to see a lot on the way, but I'm very excited. So far, London is exciting. There's so much going on here, so much to see, so much history. One thing that has absolutely blown my mind about London, or at least the parts of London that I have seen, is how clean it is. The parks, the green spaces are in perfect, immaculate condition. Like the downtown area, the streets are so clean. I mean, I was expecting more of a New York, big city kind of vibes, and so far it has been like pristine everywhere we go, everywhere I've been, and I'm very impressed. Go London, you know, for keeping you guys yourselves like in just this tip-top shape. Look at these guys, they're like not afraid of me at all. Hey. Oh my goodness. They like have no fear of humans, these guys. I did a little shopping and got this very, very warm cashmere wool Prada scarf, which is really keeping me warm. And now I'm walking through Kensington Gardens to Notting Hill. I'm really impressed with how well these parks are used here. They have so many beautiful parks, and it's like afternoon and on a Monday, and it's just packed with people walking and jogging and like walking their dogs and having just like a great time outdoors. So that's really cool to see that people really use their outdoor space here. This is Pembridge Gardens in Notting Hill. It is such a charming area. Here's the home of George Orwell. I haven't eaten anything today and it's a little past lunch, so I think I'm going to check out Farm Girl to see if they have anything kind of light for a little afternoon snack. And the whole point of coming to Notting Hill is this bookshop from the Notting Hill film.
Can I help you at all?
No thanks, I'll just look around.
This is the iconic British bear called Paddington Brown.
Thank you for having me. I do hope you're having a lovely jubilee. Tea? Oh, yes, please.
London trip day 4, and we're actually going to Manchester today, so it's not really London, it's more of a UK trip. But we're getting on a train, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Heading in the train station. We're in Manchester. I guess the city has a lot of bees, and the bees are a symbol for hope. I'm gonna go find some bees. It's incredible. Manchester is totally different from London. Even their buses are yellow instead of the typical red London bus. So this is how Manchester looks. I really thought that London would look like this, kind of dark and gloomy and smoggy. But London is actually clean. I mean, not that this place is dirty, but you definitely see a lot of like that resemblance of the old smog in the bricks. Sweet potatoes?
I don't know.
So
We're in Manchester, and Chris and I tried to find a place to eat, and everything is closed. We ended up coming back to our hotel, and we're just having some hot tea. So this is day number 5. We are heading to Newcastle with this crew over here. I slept through the whole ride. This is Newcastle. Oh, it's so cute. And we are in Newcastle, England. It's about 10 degrees colder than London. Newcastle on the Tyne is the full name, and it is a really historic city. It has a lot of industrial history. They used to be big shipbuilders and coal miners here. And the architecture has a little bit of that coal, like smoggy like vibe to it. But one cool thing about the city is that it actually has this library. It's called the Lit and Phil, and that was the first academic club in all of England. And I plan to kind of swing by there and check it out. I guess it's open to the public and free. And we have plans to go to dinner at this place called the Blackfriars. It's traditional British fare in a very cool building. So I'm excited to explore this town. We're only here for about 24 hours. Brooks has made its way here too. I can't believe they have a Hooters in the very north tip of England in Newcastle. How crazy is this? Of all the things I thought I would find here, this would not be it.
Walking around Newcastle, the feeling that I get is that it's just a solid city. All of this Georgian and Victorian architecture, all of this stonework, it makes it feel like it's not going anywhere ever. And here is the Lit and Phil. This is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in Newcastle. It was originally founded in 1793 and used as a gathering place for writers, scientists, and inventors back then during the Enlightenment period. And now it still serves as one of UK's biggest independent libraries.
We are going to Blackfriars restaurant. It's like a very British, old school building, and the food looks amazing. We'll see how it goes for us.
There it is, right there.
There it is.
I'm hungry.
Oh, I know, me too. I'm starving.
I didn't know what to expect, but this building is so cool. It is a former priory, and it was originally built in the 13th century. There are some claims saying that this is the oldest dining hall in all of the UK.
It's day number 6 of our trip. We're in Newcastle, where we woke up in Newcastle, and we are heading to the train station this morning to go back to London, where we will stay for the rest of our trip with maybe a little bit of a getaway here and there, hopefully to Brighton Beach. But we're done with Newcastle, and we lost all our friends that came here. They went off to Scotland, and we are going back to London.
Overall, I really enjoyed Newcastle. The people here are actually British, unlike London, where it's very international. Very salt of the earth, like genuine vibes all around.
The train system in England is actually really cool. It's very efficient and very fast, and I don't think I would have been like confident enough to use it on my own, but like the locals explained it, and like we went on the train with them a couple times, so now it all makes sense. And it's really cool. There's like little shops everywhere. It's kind of like an airport. You check in, buy tickets online, and there's like platforms that you get on, and you have like a carriage number, which is a train number. So everything is pretty simple once you do it once or twice. But we are going on Carriage K to London through King's Cross.
Hopefully we'll get stay on this train.
Not get kicked
I've
out.
been off one train in my life, and that was just about 2 minutes ago.
We are on the train to London, King's Cross, and something really funny just happened. We actually got onto the wrong train, and apparently it was like a fancier train, like an express train, and we sat in the same seats in the right section, but the conductor, or like the guy that checks the tickets, he basically like was really rude, told us we were on the wrong train, told us to go back. So I don't know for sure, but I think we're on the right one this time, but we'll find out.
We are back in London. This is the King's Cross train station, and we are going to stay in London for the rest of our trip. So I am very excited about being back and in the middle of everything. So now we just have to figure out how to get to our hotel in Kensington.
Alicia, I get it. Now I know why the doors are backwards.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Yes, Marriott, Kensington, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alicia.
This is our final hotel of the trip. I'm so tired of hotel hopping. We literally went from London to Manchester to Newcastle, back to London. I'm tired of packing every morning, but this is really cute. It's quite small because we checked in a little late, but I do love how all the British hotels, they give you a teapot and some biscuits. Good morning. We are on day 7 of our trip in England, and we are in Kensington today, which is south of Hyde Park. Our first kind of few days in London, we were in the Marble Arch area, which is north of Hyde Park. So I'm excited to explore this area. We got in yesterday and Chris had like a work call, so we didn't really get to go out and explore much. But I am very excited about this area. Kensington is actually where Princess Diana lived. Even after her divorce with Charles, she lived in the Kensington Palace. And also, this is where Harrods is, which I'm very excited to check out because it's one of the oldest, I think, department stores, maybe in the world, but definitely in England. It was founded in like 1834-ish. And one of the interesting things about it is that Mohammed Al-Fayed, he was an Egyptian wealthy person who bought the Harrods store, and his son Dodi actually dated Princess Diana. She actually died in the car with him. So there's like a lot of history, and I've heard that it is just like a gorgeous store. I went to Selfridges during the first like part of our trip, and it like blew my mind. So I'm curious to see how Harrods compares. So we are also planning on going to the Victoria and Albert Museum, and Chris and we have watched so many of the Victoria movies and also like the whole show called Victoria, and I feel like I just know so much about her, although I'm sure like not everything that is in the show is like a fact. Maybe there is some like artistic elements to it, but I'm very excited to see the museum. Like the building itself is a spectacular work of art, so I can't wait to see what's actually inside. It's actually free to the public, so that's pretty cool. But Prince Albert was a German prince, and he was very intellectual, very artistic, and contributed so much to the British people. He actually brought like this international exhibition of science and industry to England, and he built this beautiful, it was like a temporary, but they called it the Crystal Palace, this beautiful structure to where they can showcase all these like arts and innovative sciences and like different inventions of the day. And it was like the first international exhibit in the world.
It's the 8th wonder of the world. I'm so proud of you.
So he was responsible for that. He also was like a big champion of the train system, which helped England become a world power later on. But anyways, yeah, so very like big power couple. And I'm curious to see some of the things that they left behind that are still here. Anyways, I'm very excited to explore, and Chris is coming back right now. All the beautiful flower stands everywhere. So gorgeous.
This building is really impressive. It's the Natural History Museum, and I like how the bricks create this stripe effect on the building. And Chris has been dreaming of one of these, so he is actually going in for one.
It doesn't get all over the place. It doesn't belong in your face.
King Albert would be proud.
Prince Albert. Prince Albert.
And here we are at the Victoria and Albert Museum. The building itself is like a museum on the outside with all of the relief sculptures and all of the decorative architecture. It's really a beautiful building. Like, just look at that. You don't even have to go in to enjoy the art. Currently, they have a Schiaparelli exhibit going on. I'm not sure if Chris is going to be up for that. We just walked into the V&A and it was the weirdest experience. There's no front desk, no one checking you in, no one checking IDs. You just literally like walk in. It was so weird. All this priceless work of art and they don't even bother checking to see who's inside. Anyways, it is stunning in here. We kind of walked through the first floor and I am literally overwhelmed by the massive sizes of some of these works of art and just all the detail, how much beauty there is packed into this place.
The first exhibition of the works of the history of all nations.
Oh, this is the garden that is attached to the Albert and Victoria Museum.
After the museum, we decided to grab a bite. It's kind of an early dinner. And we ended up at the Ivy in Chelsea. It was a very long walk. Chris was about to give up halfway through, but he did it. He was a trooper. And walking into this place is a dream. It is like this beautiful garden theme. Everything is blooming. The smell is intoxicating. It smells fresh and vibrant, and everything on the menu was just incredible.
This is the curry dish. And this is the duck.
After our absolutely charming dinner in the garden, we kept walked quite a bit, and arrived here. And guys, this is Harrods. It looks more like a palace than a department store from the outside, and I just can't wait to see what's behind these palatial doors. I mentioned a little bit about Mohammed Al Fayed earlier in this video. He was a former owner of Harrods, and although the store changed hands a number of times, it was Al Fayed who is credited to transforming this place into the ultra luxury brand it is today. It has literally become a tourist attraction. And as you walk around, you definitely see his influence. He was Egyptian, and you'll see a lot of Egyptian themes and motifs throughout. Overall, this place is oozing with old world luxury. It's absolutely decadent, over the top, and delightful. The food courts here are something else too. Oh my goodness, there's a room about the size of a Macy's just for chocolate. Another one for sandwiches, and the rooms go on and on. I literally could not figure out what to get, so I got some of these chocolate stuffed dates, and wow, they did not disappoint. Our international mall in Tampa would absolutely blush in comparison to Harrods, but America is young and we have a long way to go, so hopefully we can come to this level one day while I'm still alive in the future.
Good morning. This is day 8 of our trip through England. We are up, bright-eyed, and ready to explore. We just had breakfast at the hotel here and about to go to the Churchill War Rooms. That was like on Chris's to-do list. He really wanted to check that out. So we're heading there now, and then doing a little bit more like walking around, some more like maybe touristy things. And then tonight we have the Moulin Rouge show at the Piccadilly, which will be a lot of fun. And Chris actually every single day this week he has a call At home it's at 4 p.m. but here it falls at 9, so it's really been messing with our like dinner plans. But we'll probably have to get like an earlier dinner or a really late dinner depending on like how things go. Anyways, very excited to explore. It's Saturday and looks like a nice sunny day but still pretty chilly outside. That's what. Hi there.
Hi there, morning.
Alicia, is that?
Right,
Yeah, okay.
Churchill War Rooms, yes?
I'm sorry?
We're going to the Churchill War Rooms.
Yes, please, yes.
Yes, please.
And the cab here, very spacious. I love these things. They're like so spacious. Oh, there's the barber, babe. That's what you need. I'd rather go there on Sunday for church.
So back to the fines. I mentioned earlier that London has a lot of different fines, and I still cannot get over this one. If you have school-aged children in school and decide to take a family vacation that overlaps with the school year, each child plus each parent gets a fine per day missed. Ouch!
That's where Winston Churchill sat. Churchill himself. This is where Churchill spoke with the American president in complete silence. It was like a little cubby. In the snack room right now. Chris is enjoying a little respite. We have some tea and oranges. This is the official snack room where they would actually like take breaks as they were planning the war. The Tower of London. We are going to the Tower of London. So this is where they put people that they didn't want to necessarily execute, but wanted to keep their eye on them.
Yeah, like a cousin or a twin brother.
Who is like next in line to the throne. Pretty fancy for a person, honestly. So we are at the Tower Bridge right here. It's oftentimes confused as the London Bridge, but it's not. It's a completely different bridge. It was built in the 1800s and it actually was very innovative back in the day. It lifts. It used to be powered by steam. Now it's electric. And it's right next to the Tower of London, which is right here. It was built by William the Conqueror in 1066. And he built this to assert Norman power right here in London. It has a lot of history, a lot of intrigue and mystique and drama that happened there.
This impressive gold spiky thing up there is actually there to commemorate the Great Fire of London.
To the Leadenhall Market.
It's cute.
It really is gorgeous. I love that. They have clocks everywhere in London. They sure love being on time.
However, I must say, just because we don't have access to
Tell us where we are, baby.
We're at Moulin Rouge. Really? For the Moulin Rouge show. I think it's like Les Miserables, but I'm not sure. Nobody will tell me.
Stop. Sing along to the end of the show. I'm not like a really big musical fan, but the Moulin Rouge was sensational. So pretty. So they have these zucchini fries, zucchini frites in England all over the place. They are sensational.
These are really good.
Sensational. Good morning. We are on day 9 of our trip to England, and oh my gosh, it's been such an amazing time overall, and especially last night we went to the Piccadilly Theatre to watch Moulin Rouge and had such a fun night. Afterwards, we found this like divine little Italian place for like a late night bite. It was just like filled with chandeliers, and every bite of food that we had there was just like delightful. So today is day 9, and this is our last full day here. Tomorrow we are flying out around noon, so we need to get to the airport like quite early. I love London. We are still in Kensington right now, and today our plan is to go to the Ritz-Carlton for a little bite and maybe like a cocktail, and see what else we can get into. There's like a Fortnum and Mason's that I really wanted to see. Some of the other iconic British department stores are like in that area, so I can't wait to see them. They are like so gorgeous here, like the Harrods, the Selfridges, like all their department stores are next level. They have really amazing food courts, so we might get a bite to eat as well. I just like blown away, totally in love with London, and sadly it's our last full day. I wanted to get some souvenirs for people back home. Look at these cute London things. How adorable, all the tea. I went to get coffee and I ran into the market, some souvenir shops, and all sorts of places.
Chris and I are walking, and can I just reiterate the fact that I saw Princess Catherine of Wales yesterday completely by accident, and she's literally my favorite public figure. She is such a good example of how to handle all the pressures, all the hate with such dignity. I just love her.
Fortnum Mason. I finally made it to the Fortnum Mason store here in London. It's like all of these department stores are so lavish. This is like my favorite thing that I've had here is like the dates that are stuffed with different nuts. Oh my gosh, they even have figs. Oh my goodness, I love this. So beautiful. These look like Tiffany's boxes, but they're Fortnum and Mason. Lucky Penny. Oh my goodness, what on earth? Look at this. These are like marzipan fruits. I remember seeing this saying by appointment of the King Elizabeth, Queen of England, and now they changed it to King Charles III. Falling. More delights. The whole Mackenzie Charles collection here. I've always looked for it at home just to kind of get an idea of how things look in person, but I could never find it. So this is really cool to see live. I am in heaven right now. We're at the Wolseley, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous restaurant and tea room. Having a little bit of a bite. Chris got his chips, waiting on his fish. I have my tea. So gorgeous here. Oh my god. A little cocktail. With all these people here.
I'm going to the Ritz.
You're blue and you don't know where to go to. Why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. A different types who wear it in go pants with stripes and
Beautiful.
Masterpiece. Like Da Vinci or something.
Like Michelangelo.
Alright.
Cheers.
Cheers.
like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper.
This is our last dinner in London. It's like a true British pub dinner.
It's our last day in London. I'm ready to head out via train to the airport. The train is actually much faster than a car, and we were a little nervous taking a train from the get-go once we arrived, but we've gotten a hang of the train system and it's actually super convenient. But oh my god, I absolutely am in love with London. I never understood why people were so like obsessed with it, but it all makes sense now. It is a city that just offers so much history, so much extravagance, so much like for any kind of like level, any kind of price point. It is a gorgeous city that's just wow. It really impressed me. I thought it would be much dirtier. I thought it would be a lot more like chaotic, but it turned out to be just like whatever you're looking for you can find here. The food that we had, like the experiences that we had, like the tours that we took, or like the little touristy things that we did. I mean, it was just all phenomenal. Some of the highlights were the Ritz-Carlton, Wolseley, going to Fortnum and Mason's, going to the Selfridges. Harrods just blew my mind. Like I've never seen so many beautiful things, and just it was a sensory overload for sure. The Victoria and Albert Museum was also blew my mind. Like I mean, I just saw so much beauty and so much history. Wow. But of course the highlight of this trip, which I was kind of jokingly dreaming of and talking about, was seeing Princess Catherine of Wales. I cannot believe we got that opportunity. That was just the cherry on top. Wow. Like absolutely love London, absolutely coming back, and highly recommend for everyone to see it once in their lifetime.